folks? You know, I'm slow to learn my lessons. Some things take me forever. But one of the most important things I learned years ago was that black people are right. Did you just hear that? Got a little tense in here, didn't I? Miranda's puckering a little right now. Honey, we're going to watch someone get canceled in real time. Where I was raised, I was a minority. And around the corner from my house was a basketball court. I'd go over there and play ball, and I'd be the only white guy there. And if I made a bucket, the guys would scream, "Larry Bird!" 1992, that felt pretty good. So I go over with my brother, he hits a shot, and they're like, "Larry Bird!" And I'm like, no, I'm Larry Bird. They're like, "No, you're both Larry Bird." So then we go back with a few other friends. And I hit a bucket. And they go, "Larry Bird!" My brother hits a shot. "Larry Bird!" My friends, "Larry Bird! Larry Bird!" Everybody's Larry Bird! And I said, "Why are we all Larry Bird?" And I said, "Wait a minute. Is that the only white basketball player you know?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Come on, what about Dan Marley and Mark Price and Steve Kerr and John Stockton and Bill Wennington?" Admittedly, the list is short. But I said, "Why are we all Larry Bird?" And they said, "All y'all look alike." I said, "I've got blue eyes, he's got green eyes." "No." I said, "But I've got blonde hair, he's got brown hair." "Nah." I said, my friend's got red hair and freckles." He said, "All y'all look alike." So a few years later, I'm married. I come home from work. I sit on the couch. My wife's watching one of those British shows in the 1800s where everybody's got funny hair and the little jackets and the short pants. And a couple of women standing in the room, and this guy walks in, and he's all like, "Oh, tea and crumpets, tea and crumpets, tea and crumpets." I don't know what's happening in the show, right? So he leaves, and next thing you know, the door swings open. This very angry Englishman comes in. "Oh, tea and crumpets, tea and crumpets, tea and crumpets." I said, "Well, why is he so mad?" She says, "It's the betrothal and the thing with the estate and all." I said, "Yeah, but a minute ago he was fine." She said, No. That was Diggy Bottom. This is bird whistle." Okay. Next thing you know, in comes another guy. And he's got a woman on his arm. And he's like, "Oh, tea and crumpets, tea and crumpets, tea and crumpets." I'm like, "Why is Diggy Bottom running around with his wife?" She says, "No, that's penny farthing." And that's when it occurred to me. Black people are right. You're allowed to laugh at that. So I know that when you have this face, people don't know your background. They don't realize where I was raised or my music preferences are probably not what they're thinking. I wake up to this face every day. I go into work, and there's a young woman listening to some Spanish music. And it's kind of an older ballad type music. And I thought, I don't think this is her kind of music. So I said, you didn't choose the music today, did you? She says, "No, but it's Selena. You have to listen to Selena." So, okay, sure. She goes, "Oh," she's Latina, right? So she goes, "What would you rather listen to? Maroon 5? Is that the whitest band you could think of?" "Yes." I said, "I'll have you know, I listened to hardcore rap when I was growing up on the hardened streets of New Jersey." She says, "Well, who?" I start naming bands that none of you would know who they are. But trust me, they're hardcore. So at any rate, she says, "Oh, wow. Okay, Public Enemy. Yeah. You have some," I said, "Oh, I got some street cred." She was very impressed. So she says, "Well, is that what you listen to in your car?" And I said, "No, I listen to audiobooks and podcasts." I realized she was right. Now, does anybody here like Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Me neither. My son loves Taco Bell. I've got a bunch of friends who love Taco Bell. Some lifelong Tucsonans who love Taco Bell, and I just don't get it. I mean, there are a couple menu items I'll eat, right? They've got the Dorito tacos. I like those. They've got those little Cinnabon things. And those are dangerously, I could eat those all day. But is it a red flag to anybody else when your best menu items come from a different restaurant? I mean, is it a little weird they've got those on the menu? Like, you ever out with your friends and you think, I could get some Doritos right now. And they're like, great, let's go to Taco Bell. Thank you, I appreciate that. Charity. But, you ever think, oh, I got a hankering for a Cinnabon, but I'm nowhere near the airport? Your friend would say, well, we'll hit the drive-thru. At Cinnabon? No, Taco Bell. It just doesn't jive, right? Then again, have you looked at their menu? They've got some wild things on there. There's the Fiesta Veggie Burrito, which is the party nobody wants to attend. They've got the breakfast quesadilla, because who doesn't want to start the day with a bad decision? And then they've got the burrito with potatoes in it, just like Grandma used to make. Of course, some of their menu items are very appropriately named. There's the Gordita, which is what your new name is going to be if you don't stop eating there. And then, most appropriate of all is probably the Volcano Taco. Little on the nose there, Taco Bell. Now, do you remember back in the day when Taco Bell used to be shaped like a Spanish mission? I always thought that was appropriate because all the praying I would do when I left. I'd usually say something like, por favor, señor, el baño! Hey, thanks a lot, guys.